Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, May 29th. This is the last Monday of May. Looks like I'm kind of low. Let's scoot myself up here a little bit. All right, there we go. That's a little better. Okay, let's get myself up here. Hopefully everybody had a fabulous week and weekend. All right, let me get myself up so that I can watch for your comments. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it was a fabulous week. Some of you could see that I was on vacation. I was on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, and we flew into London a week ago Friday. Got there late Friday night, and then we spent all day Saturday on a tour of London, trying to see as much as we could possibly see. Hi, Helen. Thank you. We got to see Buckingham Palace and the changing of the horse guards. They don't do changing of the guards every day. So on the opposite days, it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think Monday, something like that. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, they do changing of the horse guard. So we did get to see that. The London Tower, we went up in the Eye of London, which is like an enclosed Ferris wheel that goes very, very, very slow. And so you got to see from way up in the sky. It was wonderful. We went on a little river cruise to see some of the city that way. So we saw lots and lots of London in one day. A little exhausting, but it was fun to be able to do. And then Sunday we got on Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Sea cruise ship, and we cruised through the Norwegian fjords Sunday through Sunday. We got back Sunday morning. We landed back in London about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and flew home yesterday, and then unloaded everything, and we were in bed by 9:30 last night, because altogether it was about a 22-hour day from the time we got up. Hi, Pamela. Thank you for joining. So it was a busy week, and we got to see lots of different things. The fjords were beautiful. It was a much cooler cruise this year than what we've had in the past, but it was very, very nice. The scenery was beautiful, and it was just very relaxing to get away. So we are back with the final Monday in May. I spent this afternoon trying to design what we were doing tonight, along with starting to get ready for Wednesday night's coffee, cocoa, and cards. And yes, I'm still going to continue calling it that through the summertime, even though we may be doing iced coffee and iced cocoa instead, or some iced tea. Oh, good. Somebody saw, and I can't see who said that. Glenda, good. You got your embellishments. It was beautiful. The scenery was just gorgeous. The people were all so nice. Some of the road signs were funny. I did post that also on one of my posts. And I'm trying to think what it said, but the road signs are like speed zone 30, and then it would say fart Dempier. And it's like, what on earth? Well, apparently that meant a speed bump. So it was kind of funny, but I took some pictures to share with the grandkids because I really thought they would get a kick out of that. Okay, trying to follow along with who's here. So we are in the final stages of May. June starts Thursday. And Stampin' Up! Is offering, and I'm going to share some of that with you as soon as I turn the camera down, but there's a designer paper sale coming up that starts on Thursday, so that's exciting. And I just saw Wendy and Roseanne both shared. Thank you both so much. Thank everybody for doing the sharing, the liking, the tagging, the loving. A quick reminder that there's only 2 more days left to participate in May's Card Sketch Challenge. So far, I believe we have 9 participants, so a little slower this month, but you do still have 2 more days. So if you don't, post a comment if you can't find the card sketch. I've posted it twice. It was on the May 15th Facebook Live. Thank you, Linda. Otherwise, I posted a reminder again just before or right after I left on the trip. But if you need me to post it again, let me know so that it's a reminder. Roseanne is working on hers. Good job. And then I will do a drawing on next Monday night, or I will have it drawn by next Monday night so that I can share who the winner is. The commenting, sharing, and posting and tagging and loving and all of that. I do 2 drawings every month for that. And that is, the winner this month is the retired black matte dots. And that is Sherry McGowan. Sherry, thank you so much for sharing, liking, loving. I will be getting that in the mail to you. And then a package of the retired champagne rhinestones, which I absolutely love these. And these will be going in the mail to Wendy Tick. Wendy, thank you so much. So there's a couple of fun little prizes going out. Let's see, what else do I have to share? Okay, let's go ahead and put the camera down, and I will share with you a little bit more about the designer paper sale coming up starting Thursday. It will be for the entire month of January, or not January, June. Goodness, we don't want to get to January yet. We're just getting into good weather again, right? Okay. All right. So there is a flyer, and I will be posting this or emailing this out either today or tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm trying to kind of play catch up. The good news is we go on to our part-time hours at work starting tomorrow. So gives me a little bit more time to play with things. Okay, so designer papers that are in the annual catalog, there are 13 of them, including the Hello Irresistible that was part of the online exclusives. Okay, so the Bright and Beautiful 6x6, the Countryside Inn 12x12, Delightfully Eclectic, which is a huge 48 12x12 sheets, Earth and Elegance, Fresh as a Daisy, Glorious Gingham, the Hello Irresistible, the Inked Botanicals, the Les Shops, Let's Go Fishing, Masterfully Made, Stargazing, and the Zoo Crew. All 13 of these will be 15% off the month of June. So the standard designer papers, instead of $12.50, will be $10.62. And the Glorious Gingham, which is normally $10.50, is $8.92. I love, 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 love this paper. The Delightfully Eclectic, which, as I said, is 48 sheets instead of the normal 12. It is $25.50. Let's see if there's any other surprises. Nope. So it's a great time to get some of your designer papers if you don't already. Get them at a sale price, and we're going to use one of them tonight. Okay, we are going to use the Inked Botanicals, and I shared some of this before. Let's see if I can get this up close. Okay, it's this paper right here, and so it's got some Calypso Coral, some Lost Lagoon, some crushed curry, just some fun mixtures on this. So I picked 3 sheets of 6x6, and I chose for this one these 3 prints. Okay, we're going to do a 1-sheet wonder, but it's called a stack and cut technique. We did kind of something like this once before, only this layout is a little bit different. So here's what we're doing, and let's see if it's on the screen okay. Okay, I think it is. It's a 6x6 piece of paper. You're going to stack 3 sheets, and then we're going to cut. And I forgot to mark on here what the cuts are. I put it down here, but I forgot to put it here. Okay, so this is 1 inch by 5.5 inches. These we're not using. Okay, and then we're going to cut it 2 inches So we're going to cut it here at 2 inches, and then we're going to cut across at 2 inches. So we're going to end up with 6 2x2 pieces, and then we're going to cut it at 3 3/8. So it'll be 6 pieces of 2 by 3 3/8. And then we're going to have some little leftovers here that are 5/8 of an inch by 2 inches. Okay, so you will end up with, where do we have? So altogether you will have 6 1x5 6 2x2s, 6 2x3 3/8, and 6 5/8 by 2 inches. Oh, good. When do you like these colors? I have some others to show you after we do these, but I just want to show you how quick and easy this is, and it will show you some of the designer papers. Okay, so the opposite sides of these are these fun prints. Okay, but I decided on this one I wanted to stick with more of the patterns than kind of multicolors. Okay, so we are going to, and I'm going to put this one on the top, and we're going to get our paper cutter out here, and we're going to pull this back kind of into the side. All right, let's do this so that you can kind of see a little bit of all of it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut it at 1 inch. All stacked up. We're going to cut all 3 of them at the same time. So there's 1 inch. And then we're going to cut another 1 inch. Okay. And then we're going to cut it at 2 inches. So right now we have a 4 by 6 inch piece. So we're going to cut it in half at 2 inches. And then we're going to turn, and we're going to cut it at 2 inches. And then at 3 3/8. Let's see, that's there. And that leaves me with the 5/8 by 2 inches. Okay, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. So it's super simple to cut. Okay, and 3 3/8. And then that leaves me with the 5/8 by 2 inches. Okay, we're done with the paper trimmer. Okay, let's scoot that over there. I got a loose hair. This is the host code yet for this month. So until the 31st, and then June 1st, I will have a new host code. Okay, we are going to start with 6 pieces of 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock. I used the thick, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And I forgot my bone folder. All right, so we're just going to fold all of these in half. And that's our card bases. We're going to make 6 cards out of those pieces that we cut. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5. And 6. Okay. Then I gotta find them all. Okay, I went with 2 coordinating colors, the Calypso and the Petal Pink, and I cut 3 each at 3 3/8 by 5.5. Okay, 3 3/8 by 5.5. 3 of each one. Okay, she's just checking to see if we are paying attention. Uh-oh, what? I forgot to cut down the pieces. Oh, you're right. Those 1 inch pieces, I forgot to cut them down to 5.5. Good job. All right, let's put those back in there. I'd have found out when I started gluing them together. Okay, those are garbage, or do what you want with them. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, now let's get the other one up here. Okay, now I think I'm done with the cutter. Let's see if I did anything else. Okay, all right, I think I'm good. So again, we have 3 pieces of Calypso Coral at 3 3/8 by 5.5, and 3 pieces of Petal Pink at 3 3/8 by 5.5. Okay, and so we are just going to lay these out. All right, how well are they in the screen? Not bad. Okay, then we're going to take the first stack of 1 inch and we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to take the second one and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we're going to take the 2 by 2 pieces and we're going to do, now we don't want the same one that's on this one. So let's go here, here, and here. And then we're going to take the 2 by 3 3/8. And again, we want a different one. So we're going to go this way, and this way. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the next section. Now, I also didn't want the same as what I had, like here I'm on the pink. So I want to make sure that I'm kind of totally mixing them up. And I think we can do that. And then, whoops, I can't do that. I should have hollered that. Okay, except, okay, I'm going to switch these because this one is already on. Oh, duh. Never mind, ignore that. Okay, so we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. Nope, that doesn't work, does it? Oh, goodness. Peggy, Peggy, Peggy. Okay, that'll work. And then this and this. All right. Any comments of something that I messed up as I was going? Okay, I think we're good. So now we're going to go ahead and adhere our pieces. However, I would really like... Okay, so it's going to go even with the bottom, and it's going to leave just a small border on the right side. And you're just going to glue all of these down, adhere all of these down. That's going to give us like a little border. So even though I don't have lots of layers, I do have my layer look because of the way that they're adhering onto here. Okay, so there's one. Then let's go ahead and do this one. Oh, Ruth, you'll be able to go back and look at the replay and catch. This is super, super simple. We're doing a 6x6 stack and cut kind of one sheet wonder. I call them all one sheet wonders that way. But it's a great way to use your cardstock or your designer papers. Even, I mean, sometimes you could mix and match pieces just by cutting them to the sizes that these are. But you can get out of one 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, you can get 6 cards. So altogether, if you took a 12 by 12, 3 12 by 12s and you cut them into 6 by 6, you would get 6, 12, 18 cards. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Okay, 1, 2. And then we're going to go with this one up here. And I knew I was going to run out. Okay. Then here, so what did everybody else do this weekend? Leave some comments, share what you did. It was a nice long weekend. The weather seems to be great. I mean, when we got home yesterday, it was beautiful. Today was beautiful. Tony worked outside all day long today, getting caught up on yard work and getting the camper ready. Our first camping trip is in a couple weeks. Usually we go Memorial Day weekend, but with the cruise here this year, that didn't work. All right. Oh, cleaning up the garden. Yep, that's what he's been doing, is out there kind of doing some weeding. He got the garden all planted before we left. So now he's out there tending to things and mowed first thing this morning, and just a busy, busy time. Okay, we have 2 left. It's kind of fun to pull the different colors. If you're using designer paper with lots of color in it, you could use 3 different colors instead of just 2. You could even just use 1 coordinating color of cardstock that you're gluing the papers onto. But I thought it looked kind of cool, especially if you're going to give it as a set. If you're just going to use the cards as is, doesn't really matter, but it makes a really nice presentation with all the different colors. I made 1 set of masculine cards that I'm going to share. Okay, let's get, oops, Kevin. Let's get that one down on there. My fingers don't want to work. It's been a little while since I stamped, huh? I was going to try to go live last Monday for a little bit, but internet was not working well, and the time difference, 7 o'clock here would have been 1 o'clock in the morning there. So that just didn't work very good. Okay, so we have these pieces. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to adhere them onto the card base. And we're just going to leave, about 1/4 of an inch on the left side. Okay. And so this really is kind of assembly line style. So Cheryl DeSico, I didn't get a chance to see yet if you're watching live tonight, but it definitely made me think of you with all of the cards that you make for church. Okay. If you're hanging over a little bit, don't you wish we could do that? Just trim it off a little bit. Okay, there's 2. Becky White, thank you for sharing the video. I truly appreciate it. Okay, and then we're going to do, there's 3. Oh, we're going to have to do some trimming on that one a little bit. And here is number 4. Come on. And number 5. Kind of feels like it's going to be an early bedtime again tonight. A little bit of jet lag, I think, catching up. And our last one. Okay, so again, there's 6. All right. Then we got to put greetings on them. And I ended up doing, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I ended up doing 3 of them vertical, and then I did 3 of them horizontal. but what I want is I want one of each. So let's do like this. Nope, somehow we ended up with, okay, let's do this one. So we'll do it like this. Okay, and then I used the Layering Leaves stamp set. How long? The flight to London was right around 8 hours. So it wasn't horrible. Yay, Cindy Collado, you got to join live. It is really fun because these are very versatile, very usable cards that are not super detailed, but again, you could doll them up and embellish them any way you want to. Okay, so again, I used the Layering Leaves stamp set because I liked the greetings. I didn't add any of the leaves, but you definitely could to add a little bit of pizzazz to them. Okay. And I also used on this set, I used the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And then I also used the Nested Essentials dies. I used, and I'm looking going, no, what did I use? On this one, I used these. Okay. So let's go ahead and start. So the first one I did as Sending Hugs, and I stamped one with Calypso Coral and another one with Petal Pink. And I'm going to adhere them to opposites. Okay. I just thought it popped it just a little bit more. Okay. This one was the, let me look at the die set for that one. I forgot. Something Fancy dies is what this shape is. Okay, so we're going to end up doing, and I may just switch those. Okay. And then I did So Happy to Celebrate You. And I did that on circles. And you know I'm going to attach these with dimensionals, right? Okay, there's that. And then I did Thinking of You. Okay, so then we can just decide if we want, let's see, this one's got 2 of those and that. So let's do that and maybe that. And then maybe that and that and that and that. Okay, what do you think? Does that work? Okay. So then we're going to use our dimensionals, of course. And we're going to put 3 on a circle. Hi, Beth. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're going to put that one on there. And then we're going to add and we're going to put that one on there. And I did not grab any embellishments tonight, but you could definitely doll the cards up with a little, adding some little sparkles and bling to them. Some of the sequins would be pretty. Okay, and then up here on the top. And it's funny how different, just changing the designer papers around a little bit and a different greeting shape and how different the card looks. Okay. We got to hear, while we were on our trip, we got to hear where the next Stampin' Up! Incentive trip is in 2025. It will be a land trip again to Disney World in Florida. So right now we're working on Mexican Riviera, a land trip, and then for 2024, and then 2025 will be a land trip to Disney World. Okay, so there's that part, but then I also wanted, remember we have these little leftover pieces, and I wanted to, especially when I have a basic white base, I like to decorate the inside a little bit too. So I have 6 pieces, or 3 pieces, of 4 by 5 1/4 Calypso Coral and Petal Pink, and then I have 3 3/4 by 5 basic whites. And we're just going to add those to each other and to the inside of our cards. And I know it seems like a lot of added, but to me it really isn't, and it just makes the cards that much more special. And you didn't have to go to Hallmark and spend $7 or $8, right? And who doesn't like to receive a card in the mail? I know we all do Facebook, we text, but I still like getting that card in the mail. And I have had many comments. If you currently are not receiving birthday cards from me, anybody coming up now in June that I don't have your birthday, make sure that you let me know when your birthday is, because I do mail you a birthday card and a little coupon or a little goodie inside with your birthday card. Okay, one more left. And then we're going to add them to the inside. So, and I did coordinate the Calypso Coral chunk on the outside is also what's going on the inside. And then those little strips of designer paper that we had left, I used whatever this long strip was. Okay. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to banner cut the end, which I do just by cutting up the middle and then in from each point to the middle. Lose those little pieces. And then, and you can adhere it this way or this way. Okay. So now the inside of your card is cute too. Okay, so there's one. The next one is a Petal Pink. Oops. And this one. So again, we're going to banner cut. And then we're going to put that in here. And our bottom row is another Petal Pink. It's a very fun idea. Becky, your birthday is June 28th. Perfect. I will add you to my list. I also wanted, as we were saying, dates out. I will be sending emails out and posting, but my Summer Splash, which is a one-day retreat, will be Saturday, July 22nd. It's an all-day event with lots and lots of fun free goodies and fun projects. Okay, so there's 3. And now we're going to do a Calypso Coral. So watch for the details, or make sure I have you on my email list to send that information to you. Okay, this one we've got the tree thingies. And so I think this one I'm going to put across the top so that my little stems are not sideways. Almost. And we've got some little hangover going there. So we need to trim that off. Okay. And then another Calypso Coral. See, it just dresses up. So the front might be a little plainer than usual, but now we're going to decorate the inside so it makes it super special. Goodness, that one's really, apparently my measurements aren't very good today. Thank you for the little hearts. Okay, and then we need, why don't we just banner cut both of those at the same time here. Tony and I were kind of joking this morning that, you know, we didn't get to go up to the Windjammer for breakfast, and where's the fresh squeezed orange juice that we had every day while we were gone? Wasn't anybody to take care of us this morning. Had to make my own bed. There wasn't somebody else to do that for me. Okay, there's that one, and then one last inside. And we're just going to do this one this way too. Okay, so there's our 6 cards using the stamp or stack and cut technique. Okay, now you want to see some of the other ones that I did, because I really had a lot of fun with the designer papers. Now imagine all the different things that you could do with the designer papers. Okay, I used the beautiful balloons, beautiful and bright. Okay, so there I did circles. And here I did 3 different colors because I pulled from the designer papers. So I used Blueberry Bushel, Lemon Lime Twist, and Berry Burst. And I used circles with streamers. And I used balloons with the greeting just across the front of it. So much fun, right? And they look so much different than what these do, right? Okay, and then I also used the Let's Go Fishing designer paper, and I love how these turned out. Okay, I used Pecan Pie and Mossy Meadow with Very Vanilla, and then I added the bobbers to this one. Okay, so here we have the sideways ones, so the horizontal and the vertical. How fun is that? Okay, so I will be posting the template on my Facebook group and page once we get done with dinner tonight. Oh, good. You guys are liking. Let's see if there's any questions. And yes, it is always fun to be pampered. I agree with that. Okay. So, anyone who would like orders placed this week, including the sale, designer paper sale starting Thursday. Let's get that host code into the picture. There we go. I will put together a kit for making cards. You just let me know. And that's what I'm trying to think. I guess it will be a surprise as to what designer paper you get. You will have to cut that yourself. I will have all the other pieces cut, but you will get 3 6x6 pieces of designer paper so that you can make a set of these cards while you're waiting on your order to come in. How's that? And it may be other prints besides these 3, because I will just start pulling designer papers that I have, and I will coordinate together colors to go with it. I will add any ribbon or trim embellishments for the coordinating pieces, because you may get some die cut pieces like this, and then you'll find words that you can put in yourself. Or if it's balloons, then it'll be some twine to go with it, or maybe some flower images that will go on the front of it. Okay, so anyone who places an order by next Saturday, which is June 3rd, I will put together a set of 6 cards in a kit and mail those to you so that you can complete them. And don't forget, the designer paper sale starts Thursday, and they are all 15% off. Get them before they go on back order and are not available. Okay? So for now, you guys have a fabulous week, and I will be back next Monday with some more fun projects. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.